Hello and welcome to another Rise of the Witch King commentary. We are continuing our coverage of the Halloween tournament, and we are once again looking at a round 1 match. This time between Lazarus, who's playing as Angmar in this one, versus his opponent Motoma, who is Goblins. Lazarus starts off with War Chant, and his opponent also with War Chant. So it's War Chant versus War Chant here, and they're just getting their economies set up right now. Now this is Spooky Fords, our special Halloween-themed Fords of Eisen 2, which I'm sure will be very popular in this tournament because any map that's like Fords of Eisen 2 is automatically the best map in the game, at least according to most players. So get ready to see this a lot. Oh well. Still a very good map, so I can't complain. We have a Goblin Cave, of course, being built, and versus a Hall of the King's Men. Nothing unusual happening yet. It's way too early for anything unusual to happen. We have a white in the corner who is observing the proceedings with great interest. And another white, I think, in the other corner. Yep. Giant whites. These whites won't actually attack the players. They just kind of stand there. And we do have all the warg layers replaced with white layers. So that should make things more interesting. We have Thrallmaster being built. We have Goblins, I'm sure, being built. Goblin Cave number 2 coming up. Anyway, this should definitely be a very interesting game. Oh, we have Gollum. There's Gollum. Kind of in the way there. Hiding. And we have Gunabad Orcs moving towards the middle. They are very strong units, but Goblin Warrior is also very strong. And it looks like they're heading to the tunnel network. Now, I wonder why that is. Are they for defense, or is Motoma actually building another tunnel somewhere? I don't think he is. Maybe. Oh yeah, there's another white over there as well. I guess there are whites on those sides of the map as well. And we have Gunabad Orcs getting close. 3 Goblin Caves now. Motoma is going to spam a lot of Goblins versus 2 Halls of the King's Men. And here we go. Motoma has not actually attacked yet. He's sending a lot of units to the tunnel network. I wonder where he's, like, what he's doing with them. They can't just be for defense. I don't think so. I mean, you wouldn't really need them in the tunnel network at this point for defense when you can just move to block the units from getting close to the tunnels in the first place. And we have, these units are going straight for the Goblin Cave, which is unprotected and will go down with ease. I'm not sure what that was about. Motoma's putting his units in the tunnel network and now finally reacting by getting them out. And he lost the Goblin Cave already, although he's building a new one. Lazarus' attack repelled, but we have more units coming. And here we go. A lot of Goblins coming after them. They're going to have to retreat now. Motoma's going to spam Goblins like crazy. That's the strategy. Outspam your opponent. Lazarus is getting his 3rd Hall of the King's Men. He's not going to allow himself to be outspammed so easily. But he is outnumbered. 150 out of 450 versus 200 out of 350 command points in use. Lazarus did manage to sneak 1 Orc unit really close to this base. It's going to go after this tunnel and get attacked. And here we go. We have lots of Goblins coming after it. Lazarus moving to block this big attack. But we have 1 unit of Goblins that managed to sneak around and can actually get some damage done. Look at this. It looks like Motoma completely surrounding Lazarus, who will murder these Orcs. And it looks like they're not even going to take out this 1 tunnel. I do feel like Goblin tunnels are quite difficult to take out. And we have another big fight here, as Lazarus is trying to stop Motoma from doing damage. Attacking these Goblins as well. Now 3 Halls of the King's Men are fully built versus 4 Goblin Caves fully built. We're going to see a lot of swordsmen being spammed. It'll be interesting to see if one of the players decides to change strategy at some point. And try something a bit different to take his opponent off guard. Certainly Angmar is capable of handling different kinds of attacks, though they're quite versatile. And they're certainly capable of attacking in a very versatile manner as well. A lot of units going in the tunnel network. Still don't know why. It looks like a builder is getting over here. It does feel like Motoma wants to use the tunnel network for transport. I just don't... I don't think he's putting them all here for defense. 4 units of goblins in the tunnel network. Yes, they can be useful while defending, but you might as well keep them outside where they can quickly move to block advancing enemy units from getting close to your buildings. That seems to be more effective. Sometimes your units get stuck in the tunnel network when they're trying to exit and the tunnel is being attacked. Bad news for this mill and the builder that's about to come out. Uh-oh, he's dead. Really? He's not dead yet. Wow, he might actually get away. That's surprising. I guess Motoma didn't notice him. Oh, no, he's chasing him down with 1 unit, but he might be a bit late. However, Goblin warriors are very fast, and oh, he gets a wall hub up very quickly. All of a sudden, Lazarus has a lot of units moving in from the right side, which Motoma has not been really blocking with his own units since he's been attacking from the middle and the left. Despite the fact that he actually built a tunnel here. If you're going to build a tunnel here, you should certainly send units that way to make sure the enemies don't just notice the tunnel and take it out right away while it's unprotected. Motoma managed to do a bit of damage. This wall hub needs to be cancelled at some point. It's not really necessary anymore. Lazarus coming in with a lot of units. We have 3 units here coming after this tunnel, which is going to go down easily. We have more orcs, which are buffed with war chant versus the goblin warriors. They'll easily kill them. And we have a fissure. It looks like Motoma wants to change course. He wants to try something different. See if that will give him the edge over Lazarus. In the meantime, he's happy to destroy as many mills as he can. But it looks like this fissure is actually in quite a bit of trouble. Oh! And I think that construction was actually cancelled to save money. Probably a good choice there. And the builder runs into the tunnel network. But look at the damage that Lazarus managed to do with only a couple of units. Because, again, I feel like if Motoma didn't send all his units in the tunnel network like that, I don't know. I feel like what you have to do as goblins is block your enemies with your own units. Because you have so many units and you can spam them so effectively. Make it impossible for your opponent to reach your buildings by just blocking him with units. Your buildings might suck in terms of health, but that's why you can't let your opponent reach them in the first place. Because once he does, you're in big trouble. Only fissures actually have a lot of health in terms of goblin buildings. Which is probably good because fissures produce really good units and they're expensive, so you don't really want to lose them very easily. And things looking decidedly terrible for Motoma, who looked like he was doing so well at the beginning. 0 command points out of 475 to his opponent's 394 out of 650. Lazarus has War Chant and Fell Wind and 8 power points saved up. We have an 8 power point difference. Motoma has 8 power points below Lazarus with also 2 5-point powers, the bats and the War Chant. So yeah, Lazarus already massive advantage, has tons of units, and he's encroaching on Motoma's base. He's going to beat the crap out of him, I think. Well, it's pretty much obvious at this point. It's not even a question of I think. I think it's happening. Yeah. And we have spider holes and we have towers. Our arrow dent. Really? They're called arrow dents? Since when? I've never even paid attention to what they're called. I just assumed they were towers. Arrow dents. What? It makes no sense. They're towers. Whatever. Okay. And yep. And at this point, Motoma is just, well, kind of screwed, really. Completely surrounded, attacked from multiple sides. He fought really hard at the beginning, but it just did not work out for him. Lazarus really made it work with the triple all of the King's Men spam. He's still spamming from there now. Nothing but Thrall Masters. An easy, easy victory for him. Unfortunately for Motoma, it just did not go well. He is going to repel these units, but he has more units coming. And yeah, just not looking good. I think we can pretty much call this game for Lazarus at this point. Okay, Dark Iron Forge cancelled because I guess Lazarus wants it somewhere else instead. Perhaps he just wants to camp outside of Motoma's base, keep him there, and send some siege weapons his way. This bear has PTSD here from everything it's seen. All these units being slaughtered in huge numbers. Gotta feel bad for the bear. He's so terrified of the battle, he's actually hiding close to the white. The white is less terrifying to him than seeing what's happening between these two players, the massacres that are happening. Motoma is still being aggressive, trying to take out as many mills as he can. He is vastly outnumbered, and now Lazarus has quite a few units close to his base. Look at this. This is where the Dark Iron Forge is being built. We're going to see siege weapons. Might see 2 Dark Iron Forges. Yep, 2. Lots of siege weapons. And there's really not much Motoma can do to counter siege weapons. Unless he's lucky enough to get a unit close enough to one. But I don't think it's going to be that easy. Oh, that white's going to cause some trouble. Now, this map is made by Lazarus, who is playing. Of course, he's Angmar. He did make this map. This is like, it's not just a reskin of Forges of Eisen 2. It is, obviously, the layers are replaced as well. And we have the 4 new whites, actually. The giant ones. Definitely a nice Halloween theme to the map that everybody loves. And the map is called Spooky Fords. Actually, you can download it from our forums if you come visit our forums on Game Replays in the Rise of the Witch King section. You can download all the maps used for this tournament, as well as our larger overall event, Halloween event, where we just played a lot of free-for-all games and so on. And we did have, I think, 2 more maps that were not used in the tournament that were also available in that map pack. Here we go. First siege weapon, Troll Stone Thrower, attacking the fortress. We have Frozen Land, buffing all these units. And at this point, this is Lazarus' game to win. He's just standing here, taking them out. Oh, look, they are going to go after the Troll Stone Thrower, which is actually kind of unprotected. Interesting. Still taking forever to kill it, though, with those swordsmen. Motoma is moving to actually surround him to some extent. He's actually sent a lot of goblins this way. Does he still have that tunnel? No, he doesn't. Okay. He does have one down here. And right now, yep, we're still seeing triple Hall of the King's Men spam. Lazarus, 770 out of 775 command points. That's why he's not producing more units. He's literally full. Motoma, 256 out of 400. Massively disadvantaged. Lazarus, massive power point advantage. We're looking at 27 points versus 14, 15 points. So yeah, massive 12-point advantage to Lazarus. This is to be expected at this point. It's not going to get any better for Motoma at this point, and his fortress is about to go down. We got 2 Troll Stone Throwers. The next attack, the next volley of attacks, will finish them. And actually just got upgraded too, and that's it. Fortress is down. And Motoma lost his Cave Bats upgrade, of course, as well with the fortress, so you can't see really far anymore. That's it. Everything's going down. And it was well fought by Motoma at the beginning, but the game was ultimately decided quite quickly by Lazarus. And that's it. The last few goblins are being mopped up. A few goblins fighting up there. They're not going to be able to do a lot. We have 2 goblin caves left, and that's it. I'm not even sure if he has any builders left. Well, he does have 1 at least. And that's it. There goes that cave. We have 2 more caves standing. What? How many caves is he building? We have 2 caves here. Ooh, ouch. Friendly fire. And he deleted the cave. And that's it. Motoma surrenders, and the game is over. So the first game of this match goes to Lazarus. They will now play a second game. If Lazarus wins the second game, then he advances to round 2. If Motoma wins, then we're going to have to play a game 3 to see what happens. So that is it for this game. I will see you guys next time.